Albany really out-hustled you guys to a degree. And I wonder, what do you think of that?
They played really hard as a team.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think Coach Cal was too far off on that. They played really hard. They made us compete. We were only up 9 at half. I believe that was it. But they played really hard, so a lot of credits to them. And even when we made our run and we were up 20, you could hear the coaching. He's still coaching with passion. The players still believing that they can win, even though the game was already kind of decided. But they played hard, and that just shows like we got to play a little bit harder to be able to finish out a point, so we can create those leads earlier in the game. Because better competition, when we're down, we might not be able to wait so late to play so hard in order to come out with wins.
They hadn't won a game. Do you think you guys, maybe just took it for granted that, we'll just go out there?
I had no idea they didn't win a game.
Yeah.
Honestly, I didn't know their record or anything prior to that. I just knew on when we watched film, like they had a lot of physical guys, who kind of play with force. They were strong kids, and they play even harder than what it looked like on film. So a lot of credit to them. They played really hard.
One thought I had watching the game was a week or two ago. One of the coaches said that you have to learn that when you drive all the way to the basket, you could get some shots blocked. Yet you see that doesn't happen. What's the secret there, do you think? Getting to the rim, and I know you were using your left hand some too, but what's
the secret? I can't give away all my secrets.
Oh, okay. All right.
But I think the biggest thing is just having an attack mentality. Playing with a team like this with great shooters, the lane is that much more open. I think one of my gifts is being able to create for others and get inside the paint at will. With guys, like Ty, Kellen, Dante, those guys are threats. We missed Davion tonight. But I think that's part of it, playing with guys who can make shots and spread the floor. And all of it is just, using my advantages, my speed, my quickness. And at that point, if I'm by my defender, I'm playing 2-on-1 with either, it's me, the rim, and, the big man and defender, whether that's Damien, whether that's Oscar, or whoever's down there playing the forward, Keon. It's their man, me, and those guys.
Speaking of creating for others, Kellen has been somebody that the opponents have really been scouting for lately. And he really got it going, especially in the second half. What have you all been able to do to get him more shots?
He's being more aggressive. I think Coach Cal said that, this week it's like, hey, when you're shooting, the way he's shooting the ball right now, no matter how he clipped, the way he's so efficient, teams are going to be like, hey, all right, let's take him away. And, Kellen has to have that mentality. It's like, nah, forget that. Like, I'm still Kellen. I'm still going to go out there and, produce and be effective on the offensive end. And that's what we did tonight. Got to the free throw line, made his free throws. He was super efficient. He plays hard. He runs incredibly hard. Our first 3 steps on the offensive end, be able to, stretch the floors and get it to him in space. And he did what he was supposed to do.
What kind of a transition do you think he's going through from the way he played at Davidson, which I don't know, to the way he's playing now, different teammates? Is it a dramatic change, or is it basketball's basketball?
I can't speak for him, but I know that, obviously, I think he stated before he went through a transition, but he's listening. He's totally bought into what Coach has said. I think, him having some success early on in the season is because he's willing to, buy in. He's running super hard on offensive end. He's talking defensively. He's staying sound. He's being efficient. He's in the gym, and getting extra shots and making shots. So as long as he's doing that, being selfish, which he is, making his getting to the free throw line, making free throws, competing on the defensive end by rebounding, talking, keeping everyone involved and communicating with each other, he's going to be great.
How about you? What kind of a transition from Georgia to here in how you play? Or is it, not a big thing?
No, it hasn't been a big thing for me. I think my game has always been fast-paced, using my speed, using my advantages. And here, it's just everyone else can do it too. I think that's the beauty of it. We got multiple playmakers, multiple guys who can get their self shots and create for others. And we're a team that really shares the ball. We play for each other. There's no ego. We're playing to win.
When Oscar goes out with 2 fouls, I'm sure you all have to play just a little bit differently. Obviously, you don't have that post presence on either side. Just how do you play a little bit differently when Oscar is out, or if you do at all?
I think defensively, offensively, obviously having that, that post presence as far as throw it in there, he can back someone down and get a basket. But defensively, we're still pretty good. Damian, I think he provides even more of a rim protector presence just with his athleticism and length. With Oscar, we try not hey, make it tough for him, but don't foul. We don't want you to foul. And sometimes him being required so much, it's inevitable you're gonna foul at some point. So we're trying to keep him limited to those fouls. But I don't think there's necessarily a drop off. Obviously his rebounding is ridiculous on both ends of the court. But with Damian and with Bryce and those kind of guys, they can get in there and rebound. They're physical, and we need them to be even more physical for the schedules that we have coming up. And if we want to plan on making a Final Four national championship run down the line in March.
Cal even said that Oscar was getting a little frustrated with some of his fouls. Just when you all are talking to him, obviously he's big, he's going to get those fouls. Just how do you kind of, reel him in and let him know that things are okay and it's fine?
Yeah, some of those, calls I think is just is unfair. I think it's just because he's so naturally bigger and stronger. He's not pushing off. He's just, going up there and trying to, jump for a ball. And since, everyone's not as strong as Oscar, you fall over and automatically assume he pushed. So I think that's where some of his frustration is. But he's super efficient. He's generally a happy person. So like, hey Oscar, next play, don't even worry about it. I think most of the time it's Oscar being frustrated as if he might think he's letting us down, and that's not the case at all. As long as he's playing hard, taking the shots that we want him to take, whether that's in the post, scoring, jump shots from 15 feet, competing on the boards, we're happy as a team, and he's doing that. So we just have to let him know every once in a while, like, man, it's okay, just next play, let's move on. We need you for the next play. Don't worry about what's in the past.
You played 38 minutes tonight. Obviously, you played, I think 36 was the highest before this at Duke. Are you comfortable playing that many minutes? You only sat 90 seconds, so.
Yeah, I am. I didn't feel tired. I hope I didn't look tired out there at the end of the game. As a team, we made free throws. I think I made some free throws down the stretch. So I didn't feel tired, at all. I subbed myself out in the first half, actually, just to give myself a breather. But I feel good. I know some of the other players have been doing extra conditioning, getting on the treadmill at night, doing extra workouts with Rob. And I've been doing kind of the same thing, not as much as treadmill, but, making sure I'm taking care of my body, after the game, icing, getting into the cryotherapy, the chambers afterwards, just to get my body to, recover a little bit faster than usual.
Ty played basically the same amount of minutes. How do you feel like he played tonight?
Ty was Ty. He's efficient, made free throws. He's playing aggressive. It's kind of like what we need him to do. Be a scorer, be a guy who make plays for others. Get into the paint, create, shoot the floater. Finish around the rim, make catches, shoot threes, and that's what he did. He was steady, he was consistent, and that's all you can ask for.
Do you think he's just getting more comfortable over the last few
Definitely.
games?
He's definitely getting more comfortable. And also just constant encouragement. Like, hey, bro, it's okay. Like, we want you to shoot those shots. We want you to be aggressive. Because, as a team, like, we have so many threats. Like, if Ty's rolling, Kellen's rolling the way he is, Keon had his game. He was still had 17 tonight and 8. Like, how do you stop that when everyone, I think the starting 5 had double figures. There's so many different things. You got to choose one, or you're going to let all of us be efficient and let all of us, kind of get our thing and get on the court, run our speed, run our pace the way we do for 40 minutes. So eventually something's going to crack and we're going to go on that run.
You guys picked up full court a bunch tonight. How much do you enjoy just kind of picking up full pressure and really trying to pressure the ball 94 feet?
I think we've been, pretty full court almost every game. And I think that's just because get the tempo of the game going, get our motors running. I think that's what one of Coach Cal's favorite words is motor. To get our motors running, get us running, and speed the game up, get into the other team's legs, and sometimes it's just get into their clock. So if you're dealing with our pressure for 5 to 8 seconds, you get back down there. Now you're trying to set everything up, and by the time you get into your action, it's only 15, 14 seconds left in the shot clock. So it kind of speeds up the game, and if the game is sped up, that's an advantage towards just the way we run and the way we fly on that transition from defense to offense.
You have so many people on this team that score. How do you feel like you're getting in terms of being able to give them the ball, learning their mannerisms, just seeing what they're like, where they like to receive the ball. How do you feel like you're doing in regards to that?
I think I'm doing pretty well, and I can always improve on that. I think that comes with game reps. Being in different situations, continuing to be with each other in practice, off the court, getting to know each other even better than what we know each other now, and also just watching film. Watching film and seeing where guys strive and where guys don't necessarily like. But all that is, it's a learning process. We're only, I think it's that fifth game, 4-1, 3-1, or something like that. We got a long way to go, and we're still getting better every day.
Yeah, with Lance and Jacob being hurt, do you think that's going to be a challenge for you to kind of relearn how to play with them again?
I don't necessarily think it's a challenge. I mean, those guys are selfless, easy to play with guys. Those guys play extremely hard. They play with extreme energy. And when they bring that to the table, I mean, when you play with guys, you have a group of teammates. We'll play with a high level energy, a high level IQ, and Jacob and Lance both have with athleticism and length. I mean, it's like a plug and play. I mean, they're great players, and they're gonna make the game even that much easier with their presence.
How hard is it to come back from an injury like that? Have you ever been seriously hurt? Or?
Yes, I have. I have been seriously hurt. It was my senior year of high school, actually. I had torn meniscus in my left knee. I missed the whole senior year basically to like the last quarter of the year, and I went on to win a state championship. I came back for the last ending of the district games and the state championship run. So I know kind of like what they're going through, but I know as much as they want to get out here and play with us, I think the biggest thing is their health. Making sure they're healthy, they're completely 100% comfortable with where they're at. And their health physically and mentally, because you don't want to come out here, 85% healthy. You're not doing as what you expected. Then your mental is kind of like, I don't know if I can be out here. I don't know if I'm, helping myself for the team. So as long as they're taking their time, getting 100% healthy, when they come back and they feel like they're ready, their contributions are going to be great and much appreciated, and we're going to be welcoming them with open arms. What do you think? You can score. You are a threat, so go be that threat, no matter what they're doing.
Just a couple days away from Thanksgiving. What are you thankful for?
I'm thankful for my family. I'm really thankful for my parents. The amount of sacrifice that they've done, or they, are willing to do and are still doing to this day at this moment is I don't think I can ever repay them in a million years. The way they've raised me, the way they've raised my siblings, I couldn't ask for a better set of parents. And also I'm thankful for my siblings, each and every one of them. They bring a different joy to me. Our relationship is just continuously growing every single day. I talk to them every day. They put a smile on my face. So I think that's what I'm most thankful for, is definitely my family.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you. I'm sorry.
How much as a team are you all focused on getting to the line a little bit more than you were that first two?
Yeah, definitely. Especially we make free throws. We have a pretty good shooting free throw team. I think Coach was saying we were number one in free throws makes in the country prior. I think that was after the last game we played. And he mentioned two guys specifically, Oscar and Rehop, being aggressive. Because those guys are physical guys. They can take contact. And they most of their gameplay is through physicality. So for them to be aggressive, like don't avoid contact. If you drive in, catch it, rip through, drive, take the contact, not initiate, but embrace it. And for them to get to the line. And today, I think I even got to the line a little bit. I think Coach Cal is good with that. Me getting to the line and being aggressive, as long as I don't go in there and get my shot blocked. That's always a plus. And I think Ty made some free throws. Keon made free throws. So even Kellen, he got to the line 4 times. So I think as long as we're being aggressive, getting to the line, because we make them as a team.
When you make that drive towards the basket with the left-hand scoop, at what point do you know you've got the guy beat and it's not going to get blocked?
Which guy are you referring to?
The big guy that you're trying to blow by to get right to the rim, but he's not going to block it.
Yeah.
The time you toss it.
Okay. The big guy, because usually it's a guard that I'm playing against, so I get by him.
Yeah.
So he's not the one that's usually trying to block the shot. It's usually
That's what I'm talking about.
Okay. If I don't see his chest or if I don't see his body in front of mine, that's when I usually go. And if not, that's when or if I do see it, it's time to make a play for somebody else.
Pull down and keep going.
Yeah, whatever the right play is, but it might not always be that pass right there. It might be they're all synced down. I think I got Kellen a 3-point at the top of the key. When I drove it, everyone collapsed and Kellen was wide open for a great shot.
Times I noticed when you were driving in that area, and there's a gobble of people there, and yet you passed it out. How many times do you actually see the guy you're throwing?
I see it before it happens.
Okay. You see him?
I see it before it happens.
Okay.
I'm gonna let you process that. I definitely see it before it happens.
A lot of trust. I'm sorry. A lot of trust in your teammates doing that.
Definitely. And they trusted me to give it to them and deliver it to them. And it goes both ways, and that's part of the getting to know each other on and off the court. That summer that we had, being around each other, giving back to the community, doing camps, having fun, learning each other, and that all comes with it. And it's only gonna get better as time goes on, as the more games we play.
9 turnovers in the first half, a total of 17. So obviously not the cleanest game for you guys. What did Coach Cal say after the game, just about just cleaning some of that up? Even though you guys, Wheeler, Grady and Washington end up combining for 49 points. What did he say in terms of just cleaning up the turnovers for you guys?
I think there's a little bit of sloppy play. Maybe because the team was playing so hard, we kind of got rushed a little bit. But he basically was like, man, we can't have that, especially when we only force 10 to a team that typically averages 20. So I think we're gonna be better in that area. That's all I can really say on that.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.